Hey, good morning. Diamond Pig Dominic. Welcome aboard. Priority Machining. Happy Sunday. Machinist Guru, good morning. Wes Pilly, good morning. With your permission, I'm going to say good morning because it's morning somewhere. El Senor Sanchez Moraes? T. Sanchez Moraes? Welcome. New name, I think. You might have been on before. Mr. Blodgett, welcome. Chris, most pragmatic. Hey guys. Hey, good to be back in the shop after a week in elsewhere. Warren, my buddy, welcome. Been a good week. Been a cold week. Holy cow. G'day, mate. Yeah, if we were speaking like that, Warren, we'd be warm right now. We're not warm right now. So had an interesting double, 2 cases of a Nest thermostat. I wouldn't say failure, but I think there's a bug where it says, oh yeah, you need heat. Yeah, I'm not turning on. But no, I know you need it. But nope, I'm not turning on. Really crazy. So both were solved and it was a glitch and we got past it. But it was bizarre. So anyway, welcome back to the shop. I'm warming up the beast here. I don't know if I'm going to do any production today. I'm going to clean today. So I've been away for a week. I had to teach a course. I got to teach a course. I had the opportunity to teach a course in antennas. And that's Monday through Friday. Very intensive workshops every day. We're inside. We're outside. We're building antennas, we're playing with antennas, we're communicating over antennas, and it was a long week, and I'm pooped. Sam Bachman, welcome aboard. Mr. Najafi, welcome. So yeah, I had a long week, standing on my feet, talking all day. So we had a good time, though. We had a really good time, and we had some awesome students, and we learned a lot. And by we, I mean they. I learned a lot also, because I always learn from my students. So that was a lot of fun. So I had the antenna hat on all week. And the way I teach is, we start the course and we have a plan, and we have slides, and we use PowerPoint, and we have a workshop we set up. And you do the first day, which is, basics. But the first day, there's a lot of hands-on workshop stuff. And the entire plan for the rest of the course is out the window after the first day. Because you start talking to these guys, and you find out what their questions are, what their needs are, where they're coming from, what their prejudices are, or preconceived notions, or both. And then it's like, oh, Mark's Engineering, welcome. Rob Awesome Lockwood, welcome. Hey, Rob. Rob, you just started following me recently, and I made sure I was following you. Welcome aboard. So yeah, you change the entire course on the first day, and we're used to this. This is totally normal. And so I come home every night, like Monday through Thursday. I would come home that night, and I would figure out the slides for the next day and figure out what we're doing, make the adjustments, and then come in the next day. So after 8 hours of teaching, I come home and I had, 2 hours of preparing. So it's a really intense week for everybody. And that's what I'm just coming off of. So you may have seen the post on Instagram of me sitting in front of my fireplace warming up, and yesterday that is exactly and only what I did. I sat there and fed the fire, watched some videos, got caught up. I was enjoying A-Bomb 79, his videos, and following him getting his jib crane up. So that was a lot of fun. And just everybody's YouTube videos. And it's kind of funny how here I am on Instagram telling you how I enjoy everybody's YouTube videos, but I'm not making any YouTube videos. So one of these days, we'll fix that. But my buddy John Betancourt, who's down over there, who makes fantastic videos, just started, and he's killing it. So I'll learn. So I don't have any progress to show you guys of any shop projects at all this week. So this is just going to be catching up with you, a little small talk, answering questions, and that's it. We'll have a little fun. If you have questions, put it down in the button thingy if you're on a phone. Spencer Tool and Grind, welcome. The Tool and Grind shop with the best name ever. So if you have questions, try to put it in the question thingy. If you don't have a question thingy on the bottom there, just put it in chat and we'll figure it out. So let's see what's going on. I got a little bit of 3D printing news. I didn't grab any show and tell, but mostly because I forgot. But we're starting to get our sea legs on the resin printer, and my kiddo asked me to do a dragon. So we did this dragon and we scaled it. It was somebody else's artwork, obviously, and we scaled it to basically be as big as we could stand. And then with starting to understand how supports work, and not just blindly accepting the automatic generation of supports on the Form 3 printer using what's their tool called? I can't remember what the software is called. So we started putting supports where we want it and all that kind of stuff. And we hit print, 8-hour print, and boy, did that come out nice. So I'll show it to you next time. I forgot to grab it. So the resin printer action is coming along. This is a right off of Thingiverse print, which I love. This is an iPhone stand, but check this out. You print it, okay, as is, and it's got these as printed joints, and then you have yourself an adjustable iPhone stand, and there's a little lip here which you need to hold up your iPhone. See, so all of that is working right off the bed. If you did your job on your filament printer and you print this, it works the shizzle. If anybody's interested, I'll put that information up later. But that was pretty cool. So we printed a bunch of these because we have iPhones and iPads everywhere. Real Penny Pincher, welcome aboard. Preform, thank you, sir. Right. The Form Labs software is Preform, and they. Oh, here's a piece of information I got from Form Labs, which you guys may or may not know. Yeah, I'll get you that number, Chris. It's a really cool little thing, and I just printed 5 of them. So what I learned. You may recall when we last met our heroes that when I bought my Form 3 printer, I bought the professional package, whatever you want to call it. And hey Dan, welcome aboard. Hope you're warming up down there. So part of that is they spend an hour with you live and answer questions and do a little tutorial and give you what you need for your operations. So as part of that, I didn't think I was going to get much out of it, but it was excellent. And I think I might have mentioned this last time, but he said to me, when you go into Preform, there are some settings that say beta, like these are in beta. They're not officially released. But what he told me was, use the beta ones. They're really good, and it's not janky. So, and they're pretty advanced. So use all the beta settings. So if you get a chance to use Preform in the Formlabs universe, that's a little piece of advice. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to turn on, all the beta settings and see what happens. Okay, so that's the Formlabs update. Again, I haven't been playing all week. I thought about it, though, because I was away at this class, and I'm saying to myself, I could get on my computer and start a print from miles and miles away, and when I get home, it'll be ready to post-process. But I didn't do it. I was chicken. So anyway, that was one piece of update for the 3D printing world. In other news, I finally bought I've been meaning to do this for a while. I bought a new iPad, except it's the Pro with the pencil. And I actually was, my kiddo is an artist, conjette.art, and conjette.art. And Sam wanted one of these, so we bought two. So I got one for her, one for me. And I'm starting to play with the pencil and see how useful it is for designing and engineering and getting ready to do things. But it's something you can carry around. It's really easy to use. So not Fusion 360 on the iPad by any means, but we'll see. I will tell you one thing right now, that its handwriting recognition is scary good. I mean, it's really scary good. So you can take, you could jot down notes. I haven't done any like real long paragraphs, but you could fill in things by handwriting, and I'm really impressed. And I've watched handwriting recognition go from 0 to where it is now, because I have gray hair, and yeah, it's really cool. It's wicked cool. So, what else happened this week? I went into a Home Depot to buy stuff, and one of the things we like to buy for our class is foil covered insulation. The insulation board that has foil on both sides of it, because it's lightweight, it's easy to build with, and it's metallic, so you could use it as a reflector or things in our antenna builds. There was none. So one of the things we bumped into on the whole supply chain debacle was that foil covered foam. Why it should be that, I don't know. Pretty much nothing else we went to buy was in that category. Everything else was pretty plentiful, except we didn't try to buy wire. We had a lot of wire still in stock for the course. So that was that. Yeah, I don't have much else to tell you. That was the week. So if you guys have any questions, pop them in the thing or ask it, and we'll maybe do a little bit of shop talk here, and then see how the weekend goes. Tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day, so it is a federal holiday. So officially, I will still have a day off, whatever that means. But I got a lot to do. So pop in some questions here, and we'll see where we can go. In terms of grinding, today I am planning on cleaning, because after my last production run, I stopped and dropped everything and went to pack up for this course. So I still have a lot of cleaning to do here that I left for a whole week, which I don't like to do, but that's what I did. So I'm going to be cleaning the grinder, and I may be just unpacking from this mission, and maybe even getting ready for a dump run, except I don't think I could do it till Wednesday. So what are you guys up to today? What are you doing in the shop? Let's see what you're up to. It was a cold week here in New Hampshire. I think it was Tuesday. We got down to -1 here overnight, maybe -2. A friend of mine who is up in ski country, so about half an hour north of us, reported -8. And that was, all fairly local to me. It was cold. And we had to be outside building antennas. Chris is running wires for his mill and his new air compressor. Chris, I've been following your new mill commissioning, and you're doing great things. Keep it up. Yeah, Warren says, get the snowometer ready. Martin Luther King is going to have to shovel snow like the rest of us. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping our high temperature today will be at least a little kind. Warren says he's also feeding his wood stove. I have the fire going in the fireplace, and we put a stick of wood in every half hour. That's sort of our rhythm, and we're burning through it. So we have a simple rule. You might have heard the heat just come on here. We have a simple rule with respect to the insert in the fireplace, and that is if it's under 30 degrees Fahrenheit and there's people home, then we burn. If that is not completely true, we don't burn, and that works out pretty good. And we call it generating anti-propons, so that it's propane that we're not using every time we burn. So that's a good way of thinking of it. So Proteum Machining has some 6AL4V, which is a titanium alloy, doing a small production run. So I was watching something, the YouTube or something. I saw an ad go by, and it was a company that was doing lasering on business cards in titanium. Now, titanium, when it makes an oxide, it really has a nice range of oxide thicknesses that you could make when you generate an oxide. And if you've done any titanium anodizing, which is what you see a lot of our knife makers making, John Grimsmo has made a complete art out of anodizing titanium. And you can get a stunning array of the spectrum of colors by controlling your process. Well, it turns out the same is true with the laser. So you could use a fiber laser on titanium, and by carefully controlling the heat input, you can get different colors. And I really want to try this. So I have some titanium drops in my stock rack, and if I get some time this week, I may just clean them up and then maybe hit them on the grinder. I've never tried that before. I've never ground titanium, but it's just another metal. And then take them down to the laser and see if I can get some colors out of it. Wouldn't that be neat? So we're going to give that a try in the not too distant future. Probably not exactly today, but in the not too distant future. Cool. So Proteum, are you anodizing what the stuff that you're doing? I'm curious. So in aluminum, when you anodize, you're basically growing an oxide layer. Yeah, Chris is exactly correct. Titanium sharks with different colored laser eyes. And he says, I'm right. I do know you're right, Chris. You're absolutely right. We will research this. So I went looking on the to quote Steve Summers, I went looking on the site named after the river, and I can buy stainless steel business cards for engraving with a laser. I can buy aluminum with a black oxide and colored, black anodized and colored anodized for engraving on a laser. I have not yet found titanium business cards for engraving on a laser. So, team, I need you to find me titanium business card blanks. Got it. So Protium is not anodizing the parts he's making today. That's cool. So yeah, we need titanium business card blanks for lasering. I didn't find them. I can do stainless steel and anodized aluminum real fast, like in a hurry, and they come out awesome. So we're going to be working on that. What else? That's pretty much it. It's cleanup. It's cleanup week. Have Send Cut Send make them. Maybe. We'll see. I was hoping that, they're cranking them out somewhere. 20 thousandths thick. That kind of thing. I mean, we could always make thick stuff and machine it, but it makes it really expensive. And the business card blanks, Fad Rad Cater, welcome. The business card blanks that you could buy are not expensive. They're really cheap. Well, Chris, I sent you a laser shark. Oh, by the way, we sent out a set of 4-inch minis today, which were the first order that had a random round to it put into the order. So we're going to start doing that with our round to its. So if you order a set of stones, going forward, you should get a little goodie in it of random color, random process. It could be 3D printed on the Prusa. It could be laser engraved. It could be printed on the resin printer too, and laser engraved. So we're having a little fun with that. It started out as a way to use short pieces of filament that got left over, and it was perfect. Yeah, Protium is agreeing on Send Cut Send, so maybe we'll do that. I am taking this as homework. Does anybody know for sure that they've done titanium or have titanium sheet? Because I know they will go out and get stuff, but I hear the dollar signs going ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. We will see. We're coming up on the bottom of the hour, and I'm sensing that the bottom of the hour is going to be our target to wrap it up today, because I don't have any questions from you guys. You guys are just sitting around eating pizza, drinking beer. So Warren Jones, 4570, says his dad was an injection molder, and he made round to-its back in the 70s when you were playing bass for the Laser Sharks. Warren, you're okay, man. You are okay. Well, you understand. I'll tell you another story I know about. Yeah, I do know about Rapid Sheet Metal in New Hampshire. I have not used them yet. I'm going to take that as homework. Homework. And Protium says it's listed on the materials page for Send Cut Send, so I will be looking at them. And Dan is working on the shop again. That sounds like fun. So Dan is painting, spackling, moving stuff, making mold blanks for the upcoming semester. Dude, you are awesome. You are good to your students. Hopefully this upcoming semester will find me visiting you as soon as the plague eases up. Fabricator, you have, I gotta get the context. You've used, so you've used Rapid Sheet Metal in New Hampshire. You like those guys? You said been happy. Okay. Oh, Dan's been dealing with leaking Form 2 printers. Dude, you gotta call him up and say they need to give MIT replacements, all Form 3 plus printers. I gotta say, I watched a few video reviews where they talked about the Form 3 Plus and the Form 3 and the 2, and they really did move ahead with their engineering. I'm really happy about that. And I understand that there's going to be a Form 4, and I'm going to feel like, that's all right. I'm into play. All right, you ready? A horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey!" Horse says, "Fine." Sorry. Yeah. If I talk to those guys, Dan, at Formlabs, I'll start pinging them. Hey, I talked to this guy down at this technical school, and gee, golly. At some point, they're used up, You know what I'm saying? Especially with we got a grown out of Warren. At least he's awake. All machines, well, I shouldn't say all machines, but a lot of stuff, if it's being used by students, baby, gets used up. Ugly Skull, you're here just in time. Just in time. You know what you're here just in time for? Oh. All right. So I've been thinking about rearranging things here in the shop. Earlier I was thinking about, if I moved the heat treating ovens, which are right behind you here, I could kind of slide the welding stuff down, make that a little more accessible, and the heat treating ovens. So the heat treating ovens may become completely mobile. They are on a cart, and then head over there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll turn the camera around. So we're sitting at the bench, which is the grinding bench, and over there is the Department of Welding department, and the welding table, and you can see everything's crunched in the corner because the control for the grinder is sticking out, and we have to make room. So over here we have the heat treating ovens. Now they're on a cart, but they're using up space, and they're like one of the less frequently used things. So if I can get this area cleaned up, I can get the heat treating ovens mobile into the undercarriage here, and then pull it out when I need it. And the Department of Welding department can loosen up a little bit and make it a little more fun to get to the welding real quick. So that's one of the things I'm thinking about, and we'll see. Yeah, we shall see. Lots of shop strategy in mind. Okay, it's the bottom of the hour. We don't have any questions from anybody. I'm so disappointed. I'm crushed. It's a 3-day weekend for many people. We also have our international visitors. It's not a 3-day weekend for them, so I wish you guys a good work week starting tomorrow. And that's all I got. Here's a quick question, apropos of nothing. How many of you guys are ham radio operators? Put your call sign in the comments. So yeah, that's another category here, but I'm just curious if anybody crosses over to the ham radio world from the machining world. I'll wait till 13:35 here, and then I think we're going to call it, and I'm going to get to work. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is go check the fireplace, make sure that the fire's still burning. No. Jeez. Chris said OU812. No. Not since Boy Scouts. Gotcha. Mr. Blodgett got a no-code book when he was a kid, but nah. All right. Fair enough. No, I'm not going to turn this into a ham radio channel, but I was just curious. A lot of the stuff we teach in this course I just taught is directly related, and we had a lot of crossover. All right, with that, I'm going to wish everybody a happy end of their weekend, and stay warm. If you have tomorrow off, take tomorrow off and do something fun. If you're in the shop today, do good work. Even if you're the only one that knows it's good. Take care, guys. See you later.